match 2022.
Yep.
What goes through your mind when you're coming in onto an arena with somebody who's been there before? In your case, it was Brady. In this case, for Kaylee, it's Paige.
It's just, hey, look, I got it this far. Let's just keep it rolling. Let's keep it with my shot. Nothing fancy, nothing new. Done this 1,000 times, just like practice. Now would not be the time to experiment. Now is just, you're really just trusting your shot, trusting you put in the hard work. And
whatever has got you to this point, in other words.
Yep. So, I mean, now we're switching over to compound. Compound's a little bit different than barebow and recurve. It's cumulative scoring. So every point dropped, that you don't reset to the next end. It's every arrow counts in compound scoring. And they're also scoring the little 10. What we recurves call the X ring, but it's the 10 ring for the compounds.
Paige Pearce gets underway with a 9, coming through against Cassidy Cox and Chloe Nelson, but needed a shoot-off in that semi-final against the 5th seed Nelson.
And a 10 there to start us off.
And Kaylee, who came through as the number 3 seed, Julia Rivas, 146, 144. And then against another huge talent, the number 2 seed, Olivia Dean, 146, 145.
And it looks like Paige is just a little bit off with her sight there. Maybe the lighting, maybe something changed, but she's little low, little left. She gave her sight a huge crank. So 1 point difference between these two archers at the moment.
There we go. The adjustment seemed to work. So there'll be a 1 point lead here. We talk about nerves. Didn't seem to be any nerves there from Kaylee Gurney.
No, she's firing on all cylinders. Both archers a tad low. So something to take note of.
Talk us through that adjustment process. You talk about Paige making that adjustment. They know their equipment so well.
Yeah, so
because you haven't got long to adjust in between shots.
Especially since this is cumulative scoring. Like, it's not like, oh, they got the 2 sets. Let me get this next 2 points on this next. No, every arrow matters with compound. So she shot her first shot. She's like, maybe it was the lighting, maybe it was that second arrow. She knew she fired a good shot. She's like, okay, my sight's just a little off. Give it a crank. I'm trusting everything. And her third shot shows the result. Boom, 10. So
29-28 in favor of the teenager Gurney against the defending champion Paige Pearce. Paige with the first arrow of this second end.
I think that's just a tad bit high. I think it's going to be a 9. Another point there dropped, and again, high on this arrow too.
There's a knowing nod of the head from Paige Pearce there. See if she's made the adjustments. Not quite.
And high as well. Oh, and that one is smack in the center. Again, right in that same spot. Maybe she gave it a little bit too much last end. Oh, and that's just a high 2, and they're calling it a 10. So a possible 3-point lead here.
A smile from Kaylee.
Yeah, Kaylee was talking to her coaches, saying how her sight pin's moving. Her coach is just telling her, don't worry about it, just keep trusting it. Paige is smiling. She's happy. She's been here before. She seems nice and relaxed.
999 for 55 total. Kaylee 1010 for 58 total.
So Kaylee, 3-point lead.
Okay, 58-55 to Kaylee Gurney. And we've had a few surprises, few upsets even before we got to the gold medal matches this year. If you're just joining us, no Brady Ellison in the gold medal match. Casey Koffel went out of the quarterfinals. A 15-year-old Medina Atagic got to the gold medal match. She was the #1 seed. Ava Jones taking gold. That was barebow women. And defending champion Zach Bissinger giving up a 4-0 lead, losing to Brian Way in barebow men. Paige Pearce, defending champion, former world #1, trailing by 3 points.
Now she's back to being low. She shakes her head. She's like, she's shooting good shots. They're just going high, low, high, low. 9 outright.
There we go.
She's found the middle now. That's the answer she needs.
Good response
Keep this
there.
lead. Take a nice big sigh. Relax her shoulders. Okay.
Okay, game on. That's the game face for Paige Pearce. Where can Kaylee Gurney put this one?
10. She has an answer for every arrow so far.
Well, 3 points the difference going into that end. Having a little look at a few of those that are a little close from Kaylee. Taking a long look at it as well, aren't they? So I've probably got time to tell you the Hyundai Archery World Cup is heading to the US. Stage 1 of 4 takes place in Auburndale in Florida, April 8th to the 13th. You can get behind the red, white and blue of the USA. Tickets are available at eventbrite.com.
I'm excited for that event.
It's going to be huge, of course. The next few years, a lot of international archery will be on home soil. Of course, none bigger than the Olympic Games and Paralympic Games in 2028 in LA. So it is 86, plays 84, so just increasing.
One of them was just out then.
It's gone from a 3-point to a 2-point gap. And to end number 4, Paige Pearce will start this one. She was just beginning to find a bit of rhythm.
Yep, there's another one. That's 3 in a row. I think she's now found what she needs to do.
So how does a 17-year-old respond on this stage?
Like that with a 10.
I was just about to finish the sentence and Kaylee absolutely shut me up.
10.
Okay. We're getting to the serious end of this match.
She is not. 2 points is incredibly hard to make up when everyone's shooting 10s.
As I say, and Paige is beginning to squeeze a little, but Kaylee is
and there's another
not
10.
giving up.
Oh, and a big 9. So
Okay.
at this point, this match is now going to be a 1-point lead for Kaylee going into the last end.
From 3 points to 2 points to 1 point. So Paige
Clawing her way back.
got off to a little, and she will probably admit, for her, a slowish start. That's not taking anything away from the performance from Kaylee Gurney. But Paige is now in the zone, but is it going to be enough? And how does Kaylee Gurney respond? We talk about that pressure. We talk about those young shoulders on this stage against the veteran, who is Paige Pearce, who's been there and done it all.
You have 114, 115. I mean, you're shooting against some of the best in the world on this stage. So I mean, getting this experience is just crucial for just anybody in their archery career. Especially with the prize pool that's on the line for these events, like it's.
And how important when you're at this stage is it to go first or second at this stage of the match?
It's hard to tell. It depends person to person. I mean, some people they try to tune it out, they block it out so it doesn't matter. Some people like to know what they have to shoot, so it really depends. That one looked like a good shot there in 10.
1 point the difference coming into this final end.
10.
Wow.
So 2 arrows left. 1 point is the difference. And a 10.
Okay.
Both of these archers now firing in all cylinders. 10.
Wow.
It's gonna come
that is a double wow.
It comes down to this last and final arrow. Paige needs a 10 to put the pressure on. Ooh,
So
nice.
Kaylee Gurney
She knew
has
that
got the
wasn't-
chance
anything,
to topple
anything in the gold will be good.
the defending champion.
And it looks
Paige
good.
Pearce,
She's
and
done
she
it.
turns away. The 17-year-old